Hey, it's Gimme. How you guys doing this afternoon? And we are back in our fancy looking end. Man, it's looking really cool in here. I'm thinking I want to put something up above all the pillars here, maybe something up here in the sky. I don't know. Maybe some kind of statue or maybe like a planet or something. But yeah, I feel like there's a little more we could do here. But also, I want to make an Enderman farm. So that's where we're going to start. First, we have to get away from the end islands. So I've started making a little fast travel out to here. It's neat that you can go past the, like, Northern Lights effect. So, this goes out a couple hundred blocks. I'm pretty sure I can still see a little bit of that end island rendered in. So I think we might extend this a little farther. And then we're gonna make some kind of a fast travel. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Like you're gonna walk in and all of a sudden you're gonna go like 200 blocks a second. So we'll have a couple of command blocks here. And when you walk in, it's gonna be like zoom and it's gonna shoot you all the way through this tunnel to the Enderman farm. Actually, I think that is far enough. That should be far enough. Yeah, we barely have anything rendered in at that side. So I wonder what we're gonna... It's probably just gonna be like an effect command that gives you speed. And then we can do the exact opposite on the other side and give you like slowness for like 1 second. And that way you don't go flying off out the end of the tube.
Hi,
Hey, Cyber Phantom, how you doing, homie?
it's Moded. Hey, it's
Oh, it's
Cyber
moded.
Phantom, and welcome to the live stream.
That's right, I
Smiling
remember.
face with
What's up, moded?
sunglasses. Hi, Uncle Timmy, my day is good. How is your day going? Uncle Timmy. Hey, it's
I
Jackson Malacote,
am
and welcome to the live stream.
I am
Smiling
really
face with
tired.
sunglasses.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty wrecked. 'Cause the 4th of July, I climbed Stone Mountain. So, I was
It
pretty
doesn't
tired
have the
after
ad.
that. And then I worked 3 double shifts back to back. So, like, yeah, my whole body is just wrecked. And I don't know if it's 'cause I'm really tired or what, but I don't know. Been feeling kind of down today. But I thought some Minecraft might cheer me up. Alright, so how long
I don't
is
see
this
the at
tube?
symbol.
Yeah, they took that away. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I guess they were just glitching out on the update or something. I don't know.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, mi amigo? It's Johnny Martinez. Good to see you, homie. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. So in between each of these segments is about 15 blocks. So if I count these, like one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's about 150, 160 blocks right there. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we've got about 18 sections here. And the reason I need to know how long it is try and get some kind of speed effect that lets us zip right through this tunnel. And so we're like, if we know how long the tunnel is, then it's just how fast do we want to move through the tunnel? Because, like, you could go really fast for a short amount of time, or you can go a little slower for a little longer amount of time. And the whole point is we wanted something that's different than a teleport. I could have just put a button here to teleport me out there, but I want to make some kind of cool uh, tunnel effect here. Hold on, let me math something real quick. Damn it. Okay, so we have 18 sections. There. Crap. Okay, 270 plus the blocks in between. That's about 18. So 288. Yeah, I think actually just one. Radius of one. So that when you walk over this thing, it blasts you off. And then it's gonna be speed. And what did I say? 288 for 1 second. So I'm pretty sure what this will do is it's gonna make me run 288 blocks in like 1 second. And then at the end, we're gonna type true, and that's gonna keep the potion
The
effects.
Enderman arc begins for gimme dat gaming.
Hey, Fresh Nation, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Hope you're feeling good today. Okay, let's see if this works. Hold on, let's... Nope. I thought I was gonna walk over this and just be like, zoop. Wait, it should have wore off. Is it even doing anything? Oh, speed 1 for 288 seconds. Alright, I messed that up. Alright, we need to switch this around. Number you have entered is too big. It must be 255 at the most. Alright. Meow. Okay. It's gonna have to be more than a second, I guess. Well, hold on. Let's try it running. Whoa! Aha, see? That worked. Yeah, holy cow, we went down the entire length of that in about a second. Is that too fast? That might be too fast. Because we want it to wear off when we get to the end. I don't know, let's try 200. I let go because I thought I was gonna fly out the end of the tunnel. And we'll need something for when you exit the tunnel, because we don't want to, like, fly up those stairs either. That was close. Okay.
Hi there, it's Tegan.
Hey, Tegan, how you doing today? Okay, so let's try 225.
Hey, it's Mermaid Girl Gaming, and welcome to the live stream. Smiling face with sunglasses.
It's closer. So yeah, 255 was too much. Let's just crank it back by like 10. That worked out perfectly. Huh. Let's try two. I mean, 255 is max, but like 250 might be right where we need to be. Yeah, I think that's perfect.
I'm on my new account.
Oh, maybe not perfect. I bet we could take it down just like one or two. Seeing the end island like rendering, that's pretty cool looking. Yep. And we
Hit the
reached
like button to show your support. Red heart smiling face with hearts.
a regular speed by the time we got to the end. Alright, so we want to put the same thing on this side. then the first number is the time. And
If
then
you
the
also
second
have a YouTube,
number.
you can shout out your channel here. No ban
And
hammer
then
if you do, we promise.
true.
Relieved face.
Yeah, I can't even begin to tell you guys how freaking out of it I am right now. I'm surprised I'm even awake. The amount of work that I've done, and then, hiking up an entire mountain. Like, I've put my body through so much this week, just in the last 5 days. I haven't gotten anything done. Like, my room is so trashed right now. Like, I need to fold laundry. I got my clothes all over the place.
Takaman likes tacos.
Stacks of beer cans all over. I'm just too tired to do anything about it? Yeah, I went to work, came home for just a few hours, and then went right back to work. And I did that for like 3 days. Like not even long enough to sleep, just a few hours at home,
Also,
and
my
then
doll
left.
Snowflake is with me too.
Hey, hey, shout outs to Snowflake. Definitely one of the most popular in the Gimme Gang. Gimme Gang celebrity. This End Island does look super cool though, right? I feel like I did a really good job on this. And if I can get the same kind of feel on the Enderman farm, even that tunnel looks really awesome. Yeah, have I don't think I've shown you guys since we've completed uh the end project. Yeah, I think last time we were still working on this, right? Yeah, so we put the beacons on top and underneath, which I think makes it look really cool, having the lights above and below. And I removed the top piece of bedrock so we can just like walk into these. We don't have to like use an ender pearl or anything like that or a trapdoor. And then I put this cool like explosion-y effect on them. And I thought that looked pretty neat just 'cause like you'll see like one will go off and then a different one will go off and just adds a little bit of life. I wish I had some kind of like blue explosion, but unfortunately all we have are like the red explosions. And I didn't want to add more particle effects because as you can see, like the Realism FX pack adds these end particles, which look really cool.
Snowflake wants to know what game you're playing.
We're playing Minecraft. Yeah, and I really like how the railings turned out. Oh, if you notice, these aren't like regular glass pieces. This is called copper framed glass. And if you notice, it actually has this almost the same outline as the sea lanterns. So like the copper framed glass and the sea lanterns, I feel like work really well together. And then the purple blocks with the magenta carpet on top up here. I feel like that really kind of pulls the design together as well. And then yeah, the little purple ring of carpet around the outside. That was a I think that was a nice design touch. Really kind of segregates, the different parts of the platform.
That's a nice detail on the glass.
Hey, it's lots of tats. Yeah, there's actually a couple of different framed glasses. We've got
Sup gimme
black
gang.
framed glass, and then there's the copper framed
She's
glass.
not a fan of Minecraft. Hey, it's lots of tats, and welcome to the live stream. Smiling face with
So
sunglasses.
yeah, the end dimension looking pretty nice. It was a lot of fun building. Reminded me a lot of, the old school servers we used to play on. Like
Hey
this is
shorty.
totally looks like the Artcraft server. Hey, hey, it's a John
Hey, it's John
Cena.
underscore C-Naxt underscore, and
Good to
welcome to the
see you,
live
homie.
stream.
Glad you guys
Smiling
stopped
face
by.
with sunglasses.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so good right now. I've kind of overdid it. Did a little too much work, a little too much play. But I am seriously impressed with myself. Some days I feel like a frail old man, and then some days I climb to the top of Stone Mountain. In retrospect, that was a really bad idea because I ended up working 3 double shifts back to back right after that, and my legs were, completely burned out from climbing a mountain. I wasn't supposed to work 3 double shifts, but that's just how it ended up. So, in the last 5 days, I wish I could tell you how many miles I have put on these new shoes of mine. I mean, just climbing to the top of Stone Mountain and walking around the festival and everything, that was easily 10 miles right there in that one day. And I wonder how many miles I put in just walking back and forth in the kitchen for like 14 hours. I was thinking about getting one of those step monitors and putting it on my wrist and counting how many times I flipped the walk. But anyway, so what we're working on here is probably why you guys are tuning in. We're gonna set up an Enderman farm, and I'm not sure how we're gonna do that yet, but the first thing we need to do is just get out there. And I think our tunnel here works pretty good. We need something to stop us from eating out the end of the tunnel like that. So I think we're gonna have another command block right here that's gonna completely stop you. Like if this block gives you slowness 255 for 1 second, it should completely. Because by the time you get to the end of the tunnel, that slowness is worn off, or the speed is worn off, and you're just moving on momentum at that point. Oh man. But yeah, I think it's just because I'm so tired that I'm feeling like this. Is it just slow? I think it's just slow. It's not slowness. We'll find out. Okay. Syntax error. Yeah, so I think it's slowness. Yeah.
I would join, but I have to sleep a few hours before work.
What the hell? So apparently slowness gives you like a zoom vision. Whoa, that was crazy. Look at that. I have to sleep a few hours before work. Don't I know how that goes? Like Sunday, I got home at like 1 in the morning, and then, had to get something to eat, had to take a shower,
That's rad.
and then I had to wake up at 5 in the morning to go back to work. And it's like, do I bother sleeping for like 2 or 3 hours? Is that just gonna make me more tired? But like in 3 days, I think I slept a total of 7 hours. Like 2 hours here, 3 hours there, maybe an hour on the bus. Yeah, I was virtually awake for 3 days straight after climbing Stone Mountain. It's been like a brutal gauntlet. That's so trippy. Oh god. Okay, it still yeeted me all the way out.
I have to get up for summer school.
Okay, we're gonna have to make some kind of other. We're gonna have to make like a device that catches you. Oh, is my next idea. Yeah, see, because when you get to the end of the tunnel, you're gonna hit the speed block on this side and then get yeeted over to those stairs like I just was. So maybe if we put a tripwire in here somewhere, we can like push up a piston and stop you from eating out. In fact, sounds like a pretty simple design. Just get like a sticky piston. Can you move crying obsidian with a piston?
I went to the Little Pigeon River on Tuesday and collected about 300 pounds of
No.
quartz stones for my garden.
That's awesome. Oh my god. So, yeah, it's the last 5 days have been pretty brutal. And like it was pretty bad. I got something else happened to me. I'm not sure I want to tell you guys about it, but like, you know, the 4th of July, I climbed Stone Mountain and like walked all over the place and was completely burned out. Then went to work, worked a double shift, and all of a sudden, like the day was almost over. I was on the bus, and the bus is about to turn down my street when
Hit the like button to
it
show your
stops.
support with
The
heart smiling
entire
face with
road was
hearts.
blocked off. There was like one of the worst car accidents I ever seen. So I get off the bus there. The only problem is there's no roads. That's literally the only road in like
Tagaman
miles
likes
that takes
tacos.
me down to my street. Like there's a lot of there's an apartment complex or community that's all fenced off on one side of the road. So you can't walk all the way around that. And on the other side of the road, it's just like tons of forest and there's like lakes and streams. And so I ended up having to cut through the forest to get around all the police tape. And I still came out like inside the crime scene. And I'm like, well, shit. The cops didn't say anything. I just walked out of there. But it was one of the worst car accidents I ever seen. And it was bad enough that they literally, from one street light to the other street light, they had the whole, from one traffic light to the other traffic light, they had the whole thing blocked off. And it was dark. And at first, I was like, man, I just saw like 6 or 8 dead bodies. But then I realized that it probably was more like 3 or 4 just in multiple pieces. And man, that's some shit you just can't unsee. So yeah, it's been pretty traumatizing. Just life has been really kicking me in the balls lately. It seems like. Well, I can't complain. I really needed all the hours that I got, so I can't really complain about working too much. But man, just everything happened in such a time that yeah, it was pretty tough. And like I woke up today and like I was so confused. I was like, what day is it? What am I supposed to be doing? Cause like it was just go, go, go for like 3, 4 days straight. Yeah. You ever get the feeling that nobody likes you? Been getting that a lot. Like the people at my job, I don't know. It just seems like they don't like me. And that makes life pretty tough. Uh, Trying to think of how I want this to work. Cause what's gotta happen here is we'll have some tripwire hooks. So when you come yeeting through here, it stops you on this block for just a second, and then you can just walk normally out of here. But when you're going that fast, it's gonna be all about timing. We're just gonna have to do some trial and error. Okay, so we're gonna need. Yeah, so if we put a tripwire hook there, then we'll need one over on this side too. Nope. There we go. think we'll have to take that carpet out. Ah, crap. Yeah, because the string goes on top of that carpet instead of connecting there. Oh, we gotta hook up the redstone. Actually, I think that might work. Really? There we go. See what I'm talking about? So you come screaming through here, and then getting caught up on the corners here. Alright, so that kind of worked. Yeah, maybe try it on the ground while I'm running. Nope, that didn't work. See, we're all the way up here. That's what I mean by timing. We don't need it to be up for a long time, but we need it to be up at the right time. Give that a try, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, maybe less delay.
Hope everyone has a great day. Spread
Hey,
love, not
lots
hate.
of tats.
Red
Thank
heart,
you
orange
so
heart,
much.
yellow heart, green heart, light blue heart, purple heart, brown heart, black
Yeah,
heart, white heart, pink heart.
that does make me feel better. Always feels good. Thanks, guys.
At lotsoftats-moon 2plsno, stop spamming emotes, warning.
Nightbot, chill out. Yeah, always. Oh, anytime I feel down, it always helps hanging out with the Gimme Gang. You guys are awesome. I don't think this is the correct solution for what I'm trying to do here. Hmm. Hmm. See, the problem is the speed boost is gonna wear off when you get to be about right here or whatever. You're gonna be walking normal speed by the time you get there, but as soon as you hit this one, so we need to make these one directional so that it triggers when you walk up to it, but not when you're walking away from it. That could be as easy as just a pressure plate and then activate on redstone. Needs redstone. That worked. Holy cow. And that way, when you're walking out, It's gonna activate that, but it's gonna be... Oh, never mind. I think maybe we just need to get a little bit of room. Let's change it to impulse too, yeah. Okay, now I don't think it's working. Oh, no, that did work. It only works going that way, though. Alright, so I guess we gotta reverse it. So I guess we need to put the pressure plate there. Now it doesn't work at all. The hell? That worked. The inconsistency is what's bugging me. Okay. I can't tell if this is working or not. That's basically what we need to do. As long as we get that one block of space there, we should be alright. It should be working. I don't know why it's not. Hmm. Um. Am I gonna have to move? Might have to move this command block. But right there with the radius of 1 is really convenient. Yeah, that's not gonna work. make sure this is actually working. Yeah, that's lighting it up. Okay. Don't want to increase the radius. That's the thing. Okay, let's think of alternate power sources. What if we put a freaking redstone block right here? And then push it. It's not heavy enough to... Really thought that redstone block would power that thing. Okay. Trying to power this from the bottom. If we put a dab right there, I think that should work. Is that not working either? Okay, yeah, if that was actually triggering it, it would be getting me, but it's not. Alright.
Hey,
Alright, I guess we'll try this. Hey, it's Frank Wills. How you
how
doing,
are you
homie?
doing today?
Oh, I'm doing alright. Doing a lot better now that I'm hanging out with the Gimme Gang.
Hey, it's Frank Wills, and welcome to the live stream. Smiling face with sunglasses.
Okay, and then I think since we're moving it down one, we gotta make this a 2. Now that should work. That worked, okay.
Since how long you have been streaming?
Hmm. Oh, we just started. Do I need to put a delay on it? Yep, that worked. Oh, we're building a fast travel tunnel so we can travel way out really fast. I think we've done it though. Let's see if this works. Let's test it again. So you come running through here. Nope, didn't work.
I'm a designer. I saw your page and I feel you need to update more. What do you think, bro?
I think I'm broke and I can't hire anybody. Okay, what's going wrong? Do I need to put like a pulse extender on it, or is it some reason that is it the carpet? I don't think the carpet should have anything to do with it. No. That seemed to work. Hold on, let's get on the ground. Yep. And then we got yeeted out the other side.
It's fine, bro. If you need any kind of updates in future, so let me know. It's my Discord at fwill1020.
Hey, yeah, for sure. Whoa, what's going on? That was weird. My guy just started bouncing. Okay, so it's all about that delay. Impulse meets redstone. Oh wait, we gotta move it down one. Alright, the predictive text is gonna save us once again. There we go.
If you also have a YouTube, you can shout out your channel here. No ban hammer if you do, we promise. Relieved face.
Hmm. Is it not working on this side? Hold on, let's try it runway here. There we go. And we get to the end and we don't get yeeted out the other side. Okay, so that a little bit of a technical challenge there, but we figured it out. That's actually pretty cool. 288 blocks in about a second. It's cool watching that end island like come into render. Oh, that time it just kind of flashed in front of me. All right. Choice of pressure plate probably would matter here. Like, I think maybe we should put like a black pressure plate. Yeah. All right, so that brings us to right here, the end of the tunnel, the end of the road. And this is going to be the site of our new Enderman farm. Now, there's been a lot of advances in Enderman farming technology over the years, and I'm not sure what design we're going to go with. I mean, the simplest design is to just make a platform and you put an endermite in the middle. But I've had a lot of issues, even with like the endermite being in a minecart and being name tagged. I've had issues where it disappears. Like if you go on, if you put it, if the game gets put into passive mode, all of a sudden, like that guy disappears. That's still going to be one of the simplest designs we can use, though. Maybe instead of the Endermite, we could use a command block that just like, instead of having them chase the Endermite, we'll just have them TP to the middle. But then it's got to drop them down, so then without catching them again. I don't know. First thing we need to do is build some kind of platform, I'm guessing. I can't believe it. My phone just died. There's something wrong with my phone. Hold on, let me plug this in. I'm not going to be able to see the chat for a minute, guys. So I think we'll just start off with what's on the other side, which is the obsidian platform. Is that right? Yeah, one more on this side. And I think maybe one more along this side. I don't know, might use a fill command and make a giant endstone island out here. Oh, but that could cause problems, right? Because we don't want to make extra spaces where Enderman can spawn. Like, I don't think Enderman can spawn on light blocks or glass, so I think that's all good. Same with carpet. I don't think they can spawn on carpet. Because this tunnel is 3 tall, which means an Enderman could spawn in there if there was a block form. In fact, I'm surprised we don't have Endermen spawning here. Did I make the platform too big? I think I did. It's one bigger than... Oh, that's the... Okay, I made the whole thing the size of... You know what, it's fine. All of a sudden, I have no idea what I'm doing. Guess we'll grab some end stone and, start building. Yeah, so what is it that we actually need? What is the function of what we're building is what we need to think about, because that'll let us know what we're doing. So we need some place for the Enderman to fall down to, right? And we need a storage for all of the crazy amount of ender pearls that's going to come out of this thing. So we should probably start thinking about where we're going to put lots of hoppers. I'm just going to pick a spot like right there. So let's say we have all our Endermans drop down this hole. That means our collection area is 3 by 3. Okay. And then we'll probably want to build some kind of structure or house around this thing. That way we're not flying off into the void. Actually, let's get some purpur. Where's my purpur at? Next. Get our copper trim glass. Did I use the copper trim glass on the other side? I don't remember. Wait, yeah, let's look at how we did this on the other side, just so it looks right. Okay, we used something completely different. Alright, so that's all wrong. In fact, let's... take this down. Okay. Yeah, just trying to get this to look a little more like the other side does. And then I think we used the frog lights like this. Or did I use... Crap. Yeah, that's frog lights, not sea lanterns. Okay, it's bothering me that it doesn't work every time. Okay, and then we put purple slabs on top. Alright, yeah, that's looking better. Not quite perfect, not the same way it looks on that side, but see if my phone will turn back on. Yeah, I'm gonna fix this. So we had it go like this. Yeah, that's feeling a lot better. Cool. Still hard to believe that's 255 blocks that quick. That's 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 a pretty awesome like hyper tunnel. Whoa, this is so cool. All right. Need to build some kind of structure here. Always give yourself more room than you think you're gonna need. It's like I have a habit of, designing builds and like, you don't take into account the thickness of the walls and stuff, and you build it to where it looks great on the outside, and you go inside and there's like no room. What's going on with my phone? Why is it not rebooting? Okay, might have to do like a like really, I think my phone is boot locked. Okay, so let me get some inspiration. Like coming through this and seeing this is pretty awesome. I should do something similar to like the End City designs, I guess. Yeah, I should make one of those End City towers out here. And I think that'll pull
Hey
the whole
bro,
thing together. Hey, who's that?
how
I'm
are you doing?
sorry, I don't have the chat open right now. My phone is being stupid. Hold on. Maybe I can reset it.
Hey, it's Frank Wills, and welcome to the live
Ah,
stream.
Frank's back.
Smiling face with sunglasses.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. No, that's a lie. I feel like hell. My whole body hurts.
Yes bro, I'm back.
I am physically and mentally fatigued. It's been one hell of a week. Hey, I think my phone is finally booting up. The battery on my phone has been draining super fast lately, and I think it's
You still look sexy,
because I
beaming
might
face with
be
smiling eyes.
on a zombie network. I think somebody's hijacked my phone. There are some ways to get out of this, though. I'm gonna have to go and delete a bunch of caches and stuff, and browsing history, and hold on, I'm coming. My phone just turned back on. Got a picture of Mrs. Gimme right here on the phone. I like it. But that's weird that my phone has died at like 6 o'clock. Like normally it's not till the end of the night when I'm at
Hit the
work that I
like
have
button to
to
show your support. Red
charge
heart,
my phone
smiling
up.
face with hearts.
There we go. Alright, got the dang chat back up. Kinda. There it is.
If you also have a YouTube, you can shout out your channel
Hey,
here.
speak up, Mrs.
No
Gimme.
ban
It's
hammer
Mrs.
if you do, we
Gimme.
promise. Relieved face.
Welcome to the chat, Mrs. Gimme. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. Alright, so we already know This is where our Endermen are gonna fall down at. So we want to have
I am now face blowing a kiss.
our collection system. And then I guess we'll do this. Okay, that should work. That way, I mean, the hopper in the middle is gonna get flooded, but
Takaman likes tacos.
yeah, that should work. And then we'll probably want to put some slabs on top of those. We'll just grab some trapdoors to hide these guys. Oh, wait, I need to make sure I can find that hopper when I'm underneath. Okay, so all our Enderman guys are gonna fall down right here. I'm a bit worried though, because I haven't seen any Endermen spawn in like anywhere. Am I gonna be able to get Enderman spawns? Let's make ourselves a little platform just to see if we can get... Like, where are all the Endermen? Ever since I mob-proofed the end island, they just all disappeared. Okay, and I realize you gotta stand far enough away. I believe it's 28 blocks. They don't spawn within 28 blocks, so that's 15, that's 30. We're 30 blocks away, at least. Where are all the Endermen? Make sure it's not on peaceful. No, we're on easy. Hmm. Alright, let's just pop through. Okay, there's an Enderman. I want to take a look at a End City. Should be one somewhere around here, right? I'm gonna lose track of where this freaking thing is, and I'm gonna... Wait a second. What is this? What is this? There are two? Why are there two End City gateways right here? That makes no sense. Alright, let's try a different one. There's two on this one too. What the heck? That must be a new glitch. Is it because after we unlocked them, we did a bunch more? Because we had to, remember, we had to regenerate that one portal because we broke it. I think we might have summoned multiple End City gateways. That's crazy. There's another set of them right here. Well, they shouldn't be that far to another set of them, I would imagine. I just don't want to get too lost in here. Yeah, we're totally getting lost in here. I expected to see the next set of gateways, but they're not here. Can we find an end city at least? I see light. What's this light? It's the end city gateway. Alright, this one only has one. Interesting. I think maybe we have to go farther out. I think around where these gateways are, we're probably not going to find an end city. I just want to take a look at an end city so I can kind of get the vibe and build something similar. Yeah, like these towers. I want to see how these are built. Looks like it's just straight up purple with the bricks. Yeah, I want to see if there's anything in here. Wow, yeah, I'm glad I didn't come in here for the loot. Is there still an elytra in here? Yeah, looks like the potion rack's there. Everything's still here. Just a bunch of iron and gold ingots, though. Wow, that's a crappy end city. Okay, but I'm getting the vibe here. I think we could build something with the end city vibes here. Alright, let's see if we can find our way back to Hey, there's some gateways right next to a ship. And I think this one is still here as well. Hey, at least that one has some diamonds in it. And another double gateway. So crazy. Kind of want to mark this one with a sign or something so I know there's an end city right here. Okay. I should be able to find that one again. Whoa. Chunks loading may encounter some mild performance issues, you don't say. Oh, oh, okay. Here we go. We got Endermans. Alright, for a minute I was worried we weren't going to be able to get any Endermen to spawn out here. Alright, we're off to a good start though. We built our hyperlink tunnel here, which is freaking amazing. Whoa, look at the reflection of the end on the water. That was pretty cool. Yeah, sometimes you get some really neat reflections on on all this water. You see like these like sparkling like that. Yeah, you can see the water is like moving. That's a pretty fancy lighting effect there. Like, I'm surprised we don't have... Okay, I guess there is water there. It's just lit up really well. And there's buttons here that prevent them from spawning. But, like, it must be the light level. Before it had to be, like, a light level of 10 to keep the Enderman from spawning. But I guess it's less now. And also, Endermen don't seem like they can teleport to blocks they wouldn't normally spawn on. Because they'll spawn on a dark block and then teleport to a bright block. Or a block with redstone on it, or a block with carpet. They used to be able to do that. I'm thinking this is going to be a lot more controllable than the last Enderman farm I tried. Getting these guys to drop down exactly how and when we want them to, though, might be challenging. Actually, I think we should start with... It's got to be on the outside. Like this. Okay, our E-men are gonna fall down through here, and then this is where we'll dispatch them. Are we gonna need... Wondering if we need more protection, if I should... so you can avoid looking at their eyes. Actually, I should use a different slab right there if I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it feels a bit safer. Yeah, trying to remember how these end cities went together. I think they had... It was done in like layers using the bricks and the pillars, and then there was like the upside down stairs, yeah. And then there'd be another layer of the bricks. Might not be exactly right, but when we're done, it'll look enough like an end city structure that you'd be like, it would be recognizable. I think that's looking correct enough so far, yeah. I like it. I don't know if we're gonna keep these slabs here. The Endermen are 3 tall, so they're not gonna be able to get out. And if they aggro on you, you can just stand back. So I don't think we're gonna need it. Might look better if we put like, do something like this anyways. Yeah, like a cage for all the Endermans. That doesn't look too shabby. That definitely looks like a place you grind up some Enderman at. And then up top, we just make a giant platform, and then we have something in the middle that draws their attention, like an endermite, or I might figure out how to do it using command block, but they spawn on the platform up there, run towards the center, and then they fall down here. And then once you get a bunch of them collected, we can just use your looting sword or whatever to get all the ender pearls and experience. Now, these are great for getting a lot of ender pearls, but this is also going to be a really good XP farm as well. So I'm really going to figure out how to turbocharge this. I think what I need to do is look at some more Enderman farm designs before I come up with a final farm up there. But down here, we already know we need a collection system. We already know we need, like chests. We already know we need like some kind of room down here. So there's still plenty we can do before we tackle all the technical stuff that's going to go on up there. But golly, guys, am I tired. Yeah, I just wanted to get in touch with you guys here in the Gimme Gang, see what's going on. Let you all know I'm still alive, because it's been a while since our last live stream, a few days at least. What a cool looking end. And it's only going to get better. So stay tuned to see what we build next, guys. By the time we come back, we might have a whole Enderman farm done. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure to hit a like and a subscribe. And as always, I'll see ya when I see ya. Later, taters.